What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Age of Empires 2 multiplayer battle replay, and we are starting off over here in the Castle Age because I think instead of having a 40-minute replay going over all of the monotony of the early Age of Empires 2 Dark Age crap, I'll just start when the action actually starts getting more intense. So we have on the red side playing as the Byzantines, John, member of our Discord who provided us with previous battle replays, including the 4v4 wall war. That was a great, a very, very interesting and peculiar match that you should all watch if you haven't already. Against the Persians, being played by Byzantine, my Discord mod, who has also been featured in previous replays. And they're playing on, I forgot the name of this map, I'm not sure which one it is, but it's one where you're surrounded by water. It's on an island, and with one central passage and a southwestern sector that has been blocked off by the Byzantines. He's been progressively walling off this area more and more, and he's started gathering relics. He's realized that this match is going to last for a long time, so maybe his best shot is to go for the relics. See, there's one here, and there's one on this section. Has he discovered it? No, he has not. John, this is from his perspective, has not discovered this relic on this side. But there's another one over here that, yeah, he has discovered. So that's two. He's gathered one, and he has two that he has his sights on. Heli has been harassing him this whole time with galleys that he's upgraded to war galleys right now. Not really doing much damage, but just being more of a nuisance. And he's skirmishing into Eastern skirmishers. I wonder how, with elite skirmishers, sorry. I wonder how effective that's going to be. Meanwhile, Byzantine has also built a barracks directly overlooking the forward walls of John, while his villagers are behind gathering gold. Interestingly, there's a gold mine in this gap in the forest, and this gap between the two forests, which will prevent people from marching through. It goes both ways. Byzantine can't march past, and John also can't march past this area. They have to go the long way around. So Byzantine, also known as Heli, has only one approach down the center of the map. This area that you can ford across this river. And he's done just that, but he's also been blocked off by a very, very efficient building house wall. Houses, barracks, blacksmith, palisade wall, archery range, all here, with a mill as well. But he stopped gathering this deer. I guess he realized it's too dangerous down here. And some more houses for good measure here covering up this area, I guess to protect against an amphibious assault, maybe? It is a credible threat considering Byzantine is the only one who has invested in a navy here. I don't think John has invested in any navy whatsoever. He's completely ignored that aspect of the game. So from his perspective, he could very well be under risk of an amphibious assault. While Byzantine is building up his land forces, he has a lot of crossbowmen, elite skirmishers, so he can fire over the buildings. Interesting. So instead of bringing siege equipment to break down to break through, he's just gonna skirmish. But no, wait, there's an actual gap here. Yeah, I remember. There's an actual gap he can march through here, and he's instantly going to be greeted by pikemen and elite skirmishers. We'll see. Let's see how this goes down, as the boys say. But he's also going to run into a castle, which he has not. I don't believe. Let's look at this from his perspective. I think he might have just discovered the castle. I'm not sure. I think he might have just discovered the castle at this point. He's at. This has been a terrible plan. He has not achieved anything. He's only lost some of his men. He has not disrupted the economy of John. Checking idle villagers and idle fishing boats. Okay, so he's gone for a lot of... He has a fishing boat fleet as well. Well, his economy is pretty efficient. Most of his villagers and fishing boats are active. But then on the military end, he's just wasting everything. Holy crap, this has been a very, very bad spot to be caught in. But at least he knows that John is going for the relic victory because he spotted the monastery. Now it's given away John's plan, so Heli is either going to have to close him for the kill as quickly as possible or go for his own relic victory. While John is out building another castle here to guard the approach. One, he's going to guard the approach land-wise and the seaboard as well. This western seaboard, he's going to cover this approach. Any ships that pass by here are going to get pelted with arrows from the castle, while the monastery is also going to be protected. And he's also upgraded his cavalry to cataphracts. Okay. Sorry, never mind. It's not upgraded, but I've been recruiting them from the castle. Let me see here. So he's recruiting some pikemen from the barracks. Got a watchtower covering this approach. Looks like we have a bit of a stalemate going right now. So we have both players castling up in the western sector. There's only two approaches by land. There's this approach, and then there's the fordable area here. The rest of this cannot be traversed by land. It has to be like an amphibious assault or something. Yeah, he's trying really hard to go for the monastery. He's done a decent amount of damage to it, but yeah, that raiding force is going to be very, very quickly destroyed. But he's following up with a bunch of long swordsmen. They've broken through the palisade wall, but they're going to be instantly greeted by cataphracts. Or who are going to go, they're going to go and attack the castle. Maybe not. Okay. We are transitioning into endemic warfare on this. Like, oh my god, here come, never mind. Here come the war elephants, dudes. Here come the war elephants, boys. Okay, and that scared John away real quick. Those cataphracts are like, nope, we're getting out of here. Heli is really pushing his economy over here, just encroaching on John's side of the map. He's getting all these fishing boats out here. This mill, he's formed a forward mill here. There's another dock that he's built. Blacksmith, whatever else we have. This palisade wall is pretty damn useless at this point. A very distant lumber camp. He's spread out his houses weirdly. I don't know why he did this though. It would be theoretically vulnerable to naval attack, but John has not built any docks whatsoever, and I think Heli's realized that, so he's like, you know what, I'm not gonna bother. No, I'm not gonna bother accounting for a naval invasion. I'll just spread my houses over here. Why not? They can form. They can act as a sort of makeshift outpost if you're covering the coastline like this, and just a very, very short line of sight maybe. I don't know, not really actually. The dock is definitely gonna cover more, as well as the fishing boats. Meanwhile, Bisham Menton tried sending his builders in to, I don't know, was he trying to build a castle? Maybe? I have no idea what he was trying to do. He's trying to build a castle or something like that. I don't know what else he could be trying to do, sending his villagers that far forward. I want to see war elephants in action. I have not yet seen them in the replay. I want to see just how powerful they are in action. We've got 3 times as much health, or 4 times as much health as cataphracts. More than 10 times the amount of elite skirmishers, pikemen. Alright. Heli has quite a lot of idle villagers. Yeah, once you're getting to this scale in the match, it becomes a lot harder. And John only has like 1 idle villager, so economically, yeah, John has actually surpassed Heli. He's been behind him this entire game now by a few hundred points, but he's actually turning the tides against Heli. I think part of that is he's had more effective management of his villagers, but now he's just losing a lot of them to war galleys. He's garrisoned the watchtower. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how effective the watchtower is. Oh, it is pretty damn effective at dealing with war galleys. And that threat, the naval threat, has pretty much been dealt with very, very handily. These villagers are no longer going to get harassed. He has a monk moving around to gather the relic, I believe. Yep, he's going to go ahead and gather that relic real quick. And he's not using his military in any offensive maneuver right now. I think he's content to leave it as a purely deterrence force. It's now a question of time. He needs to get the relics and then run down that time, or have enough men to throw into the meat grinder. And that there is another relic. That monk just levitating that relic. He's a dark lord of the Sith. And we've been housed to 185 population limit. Oh wait, never mind. We're yeah, Byzantine is making a move with his war elephants right now. I think he realizes, yep, it's time to get a move on, but it's also been horribly miscalculated. He didn't have any information on what lay here, but now he knows. Now he knows what awaits him. Now he knows what awaits him behind this wall. And man, that gap has opened very, very quickly. That's almost 2,000 point lead for John. He's got trebuchets, he's got a bunch of elite skirmishers, halberdiers, a healthy amount of cavalry, and I think I'm expecting Byzantine to throw in the towel at this. There's no way he's recovering. Yeah, there's no way. Yep, finish replaying the game. That was it. Once you reach that point, you're not coming back from that. You're not coming back from that. Like, you sent in 6 or 7 war elephants and holy crap. Okay. Well, GG to both players. But let me see what the stats are like. I want to see what the timeline is like. So, Byzantine, or sorry, John was definitely slightly behind Heli that entire game until the very end of it, and you can just see this massive uptick. There's this massive uptick in his military power. Like, look at that, just shoots up like shoots up like a GameStop stock rally or some crap. That's what that reminds me of. In terms of stats, units killed, John had overall a positive kill death ratio. Buildings razed. Yeah, there wasn't much in the realm of destroying buildings. It was mostly just unit on unit combat and just probing attacks until Heli made that final move, like just YOLO, and let's see what happens here. Economy stats, food collected. Yeah, John was behind economically, was just severely, but I think he made the right call. Like, he made the right bet. He was gonna bet everything on going for the relic victory. He was committing everything to that, and was willing to fall behind in everything else, except for the military. Weirdly, like, that was weird. So he managed to outclass Heli militarily pretty substantially. That was a very, very strange showing from Heli there. That was weird. He was economically ahead. He gathered more resources overall, but I don't know, not much to show for that. He wasn't going for the relic victory either, so he didn't really put his his resources to much use. Well, anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time. You can share your replays in Discord. Link is in the description below, and you can support me on Patreon. I definitely appreciate that. Bye-bye.